Yo, what it do, what it is, what it ain't. It's your boy T, and it's the Get Right Podcast. We are back, and hey, we are recording on the 4th of July. So happy 4th of July to you guys. My man Rod, Brain Trust, what's happening?
What up, though?
Mr. Misconception, what it do?
I'm gonna keep it light. What's going on, everybody? Keeping it PC today? Probably not.
Why you sound like that?
That's my PC voice, yeah.
Oh man, we're gonna have fun, man. And man, another great time to be alive. Not just because of 4th, but just because we here, man. It's another day. What a time to be alive, man. DC, man, it was great to see you over the weekend. We all linked up as the crew, man. Thank you, Mama Jan, Mr. Campbell, for hosting us, man. It was a great barbecue, great fun, great energy. I enjoyed the weekend, man, and playing a game of culture tags. It never will replace spades. I think everybody plays spades when they get together, but culture tags, left, right, center, let's turn up. I don't play spades either.
Nah.
But we do know that's a staple. That's a staple.
I play spades. Let me just throw that out there, y'all.
I know you do.
Do not get me don't mix me up with these other two, you know what I'm saying, who might get their black cards revoked. I play spades and I talk some mad ish while doing it. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't mad. But shout out culture tags. We didn't leave with an L either, against our ladies, you know what I'm saying? I ain't taking no L, man. So that was great, man. And
I will say though, if I was able to sub in, that dub would have been on the fellas, because there was a lot of those that I was off rip just knew, but I had to sit this one out.
That's all,
man. And you know what's crazy? I was gonna say that. I was like, bro, like I could see. I looked over and I could see.
Oh, you can see his face. He wanted to say something.
Yeah, I could kind of see that. But then on top of that, I give a shout out to my man Brian. Hope you don't
shout
mind
out Brian.
Giving you a shout out, because that man was the MVP, dog.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, that man was carrying the squad, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm usually good at those kinds of games, like taboo gestures type of games. But those acronyms, I ain't gonna lie, was throwing me off. I was focusing so much on the letters that I think I was just trying to like put something together instead of just kind of letting it flow. Because I'm usually real good at those kinds of games, bro. But Brian came through, man, and like he was just like, after a while, when I was doing the guessing, when it was my turn to try to tell y'all what was on the card, bro, I just started looking at Brian. I'm like, and that's no disrespect to everybody else on the team. Everybody did their thing, but Brian was
he was in there. He was
like there. Mamba mentality out there, bro.
He was locked in, bro.
Yeah.
And we talking about culture tags. So if you ain't playing culture tags, man, hey, you better get you a pack, because it get real. Dope. It get real. It get real, man. And so from the armchair sports, obviously, it's the 4th of July. So shout out Joey Chestnut, that guy, the infamous, and it's not in a negative light, but the infamous hot dog eating guy. This dude ate 63 hot dogs. Like, who does that?
Dog.
Joey Chestnut. Joey Chestnut.
I have no idea who that is. I've heard of the hot dog contest, but
yeah, man, he's won like 15 times, bro. It's like there's like, he does it. They do this hot dog eating competition every 4th of July, and it's people all across like the U.S., across the world now. And they like, I don't know what the timing is. I don't know if it's an hour or 30 minutes. So fact check me. But they see how many hot dogs you can eat, man. Dude ate 63. He just won his 15th title. I remember seeing on ESPN, they say he didn't compete one year because he had jaw tightness. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Pause, bro.
Yeah.
hard stop right there.
Hard stop
right there. But yo, that's crazy, bro. Like, yeah, man, my man ate 63 of them things, bro.
And you know what's crazy, man? I've actually watched one of those things, and you think that you would just see like a bunch of like big, just sloppy, fat individuals.
Nah, it's dudes,
but it's not like that, man. Like, it's just regular people, man. And I kind of wonder, like, what happens after the competition? Like, is it you just lock yourself in the bathroom, or you just kind of throw it up, or because that's just like 63? How does your body process all that?
I want to say both ways, bro.
Yeah, man. Like, how does your body process,
bro? You getting a good magazine, and you gonna be in there reading for a minute, bro.
Yeah, because I be thinking like Thanksgiving, bro, or even July 4th. You know what I'm saying? Like, for the 4th, I had to go to 2 different engagements, right? So I had to eat 2 plates of food just to show love or whatever. But it's common during the holidays to kind of stuff yourself to the point that you're miserable.
Right.
But I will say the amount of food that I eat does not equate to 63 hot dogs. And I'm miserable after like a couple plates of food. So it's like, how does we need to talk to that man. What happens after the competition, bro? Because it's like that just don't seem right, man. I don't know.
How is the sausage unmade?
Yeah. And then you got to do it fast, like within like what 20 minutes or something. Like it ain't like you just sit there and eat until you get full. You have to eat a certain amount, and the clock is ticking. So you just dumping food down your stomach. Like how does that work? How does that work? Tell the people.
I don't know, man. And let me ask you this. Did you really have to eat 2 plates, or you wanted to eat 2 plates?
No, I got to, bro. You got to eat 2 plates, because if you can't go to somebody's cookout or function and not eat. Like, even if you say, oh, I got to go this way, you got to eat something. Now, I will say the other night, what I did was I paced myself. You know what I'm saying? So for the first place, I ate light because I knew I was going to, to eat again. And then, of course, I came to my parents' house and I did what to do. So you just got to pace yourself, man. But now, if you showing up to people's functions and they got food, I think you're kind of obligated to eat the food, even if it's a little bit, bro. You got to do it.
That's an interesting take.
You say no, Rod? What you say?
Yeah, that's an interesting take. I guess I'll just be disrespectful because I don't eat just everybody's stuff, bro.
Now, I'm not saying you got to eat everything. Like potato salad, I know it's funny, but you go to somebody's house, you just not eating nothing. You just like, nah.
I mean, I might, like, if they got fruit, I might stick with the fruit, or I'll take a drink or something. Like, give me some water or
baked beans.
You know what I mean? Nah, bro. Some people make it with pork. I can't trust.
Okay. All right.
You know what I mean?
I respect that.
Okay. I can understand.
Mac and cheese.
Everybody mac and cheese don't hit, bro.
Oh man,
I don't know. I mean
that is true, but like,
when at the
you're not
cookout,
gonna try, Rob. You're not gonna be like, okay, let me just get a
yeah.
small scoop and just see how this.
Nah.
Wow, very.
I'll let somebody else taste it first, test it, and be like, yo, it's slapping, bro. Go ahead, get you a pet. Then I might dabble. You know what I mean? But outside of that, I'm very leery. I'm very guarded with, you know what I mean, the foods that I put into the body. But everybody cooking ain't that good. You know what I mean? So I'll be cautious.
That's crazy, bro. I mean, we only talking sides, bro. I get the potato salad, and hey, everybody listening, don't put raisins in potato salad. Do not do that. Don't do that.
I mean, unpopular opinion, potato salad is trash, bro. Like, I don't really like that in general. But my mom's is pretty good, but I'm not. Like, that's not the first thing I go for. I'm not a big potato person, though, unless it's fries. Like, fries is money. I can eat fries every day. Be fat as hell, but I eat it every day if I could.
So if we talking potatoes, so fries, sweet potato fries, or tater tots, or waffle fries, because there's a difference.
It's got to be the waffle fries, and it's not even that close, honestly. It's not that close.
I'm a tater tot guy, bro.
Like, taste wise, I'm probably gonna go waffle fries. I eat the sweet potato just because, you know what I mean, for the nutritional value, I guess it's a little bit less fat in it. But I mean, if I had a choice, yeah, I'm going with those waffle fries all day.
Yeah, man, it's got to be the waffle because the texture, waffle fries are usually going to have a little crunch to them. They're not going to be really limp for the most part.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm just a fan of potatoes anyway, bro. I'll eat a potato anyway I can get it fried, baked,
seriously,
scalloped.
Scalloped potatoes, amazing, bro.
Bro, there's not many ways that you can make a potato that I'm not going to eat, bro. Like, I will tear a potato up, bro.
Yeah,
baked. Only way I won't eat it is raw, obviously. But any way you can make a potato, bro, I will eat that. I'm mashing, bro. Mashed potatoes.
No pun intended. or plenty pun intended.
That's right. Both
I'm
both of them.
I'm a pass on those potatoes, man. I'll let y'all handle that.
Man, you missing out on some scalloped potatoes, bro.
Nah, I'm not.
There you are, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. But
I mean, I'll eat them again. I'll eat them, but it's not my go-to. Like, I'm not a huge fan of potatoes like that, though.
So now I'm curious. What's the go-to for Rod when last meal type of situation? What's on the plate?
Yeah, what's on your cookout plate, bro? What is the perfect?
Rod don't
what's
like
the
nothing.
perfect?
It sounds
Right.
like, bro.
What's the perfect cookout plate for you, bro?
Perfect cookout plate.
Yeah,
I mean,
with the size, the mains, all that.
That's a difference from last meal, though. You know what I mean?
You're right. You're right.
DC.
So we're not gonna do last meal. We gonna that was a little drastic.
Yeah,
we're gonna put that part
out. I mean, if I'm at somebody's spot, a lot of it depends on the cook. To be honest with you, I'm picky. Like I know where my son gets it from. You know, I'm a depends again. It depends, bro. Like who cooks it?
All right. It's your people cookout. Your mama, your parents having a cookout.
So
eating their food for years. What's on?
Yeah. So if my mom doing it, you know, her fried chicken, ain't nobody touching it. Wingdings, I don't really like the big, like real chicken legs like that. Like your pops did some cool ones though, DC. They was actually on point to be grilled, but I'm more of a wingding fried chicken type of dude. You know what I mean? I'll take that. Yeah, I'll take that. I throw the wife baked beans on there, a little bit of they mac and cheese. It's a certain way you got to do it. It's a toss up between the collard greens and I also like we're gonna call them haricots. You know what I mean? Those little long string bean joints. You know what I mean? But they got to be roasted the right way. So I take some of those, and for dessert, I'm gonna say my mama banana pudding, or you know what I mean? I'm gonna throw your mama up there with it too, man, because they was neck and neck. I ain't gonna even front, bro.
All right, I'm about to say, dog. We about to talk about it, dog.
I mean, they was neck and neck. I ain't gonna front, dog. She was up there. Yeah, she was up there.
Like honestly, bro, real talk. My mama banana pudding has started fights, not like fist fights, but actual arguments, like actual outside voice, cuss word arguments.
True story.
Yeah. Well, so yeah, of course there's T, which I kind of forgot about that. But I do remember now, and I don't know if I can rock with T anymore. But I know T and another roommate of ours had ate the banana pudding. Man, I was like, bruh, I'm like, y'all trying me. But then another time, had another family function, and my uncle had eaten like the last of the banana pudding, and one of the other guests who came, she didn't get none. And man, he said something that we still say to this day. He's sitting there like he got the whole pan, right? He just over the whole pan, just being extra greedy for no reason, eating it. And she walk in like, oh, that's the last of the banana pudding. And he looks at her, he scoops some banana pudding, and he says, "You've been around long enough to know better," and kept eating. True story, bro. True story. Like, and we still talk about that to this day. Started a whole argument.
Man, yeah, it's up there, bro. Like I had to give it a taste test just because you were hyping it up. You know what I mean? Like I said at the event, I said, "Yo, my mama, I don't even like bananas like that, and I don't like pudding like that. So you put them two together, you know I ain't trying to eat it. So when I tell you I will take hers any day of the week, and my wife can make it too. You know, my mom showed her how to make it, so she can throw it down too. But when I tell you, it's not many people that can even come in the atmosphere of what she does with that banana pudding. There's not many people, but your mom close. She there.
She in the room, bro. She in the room.
Yeah, she at the table, man. She ain't even in the room. She at the table.
Hey, man. You know, I'll take it. Of course, I gotta say, my mama's pudding is better than everybody. I just gotta throw that out there. You know, I think it'd be disrespectful if I didn't say that. Yeah.
That's because you ain't had it yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, well, you know what? I might have to get me a ticket to the Detroit, man, area so I can see what's up with this pudding.
For sure, man. Just don't wear that belt buckle, and you know what I mean. Look how you looked the first time you came,
bro. Look, I don't think Rob gonna set me up. You know, T set me up to get robbed in Detroit. You know, so wow. I feel like Rob will look out for your boy.
For sure.
And that was like 14 episodes ago, bro. Why you bringing those shit up?
Hey, I will never forget that, dog. Now I gotta be leery, dog. You try to get my man's taken out, bro.
Yeah, bro.
On the east side at that.
Man. Here we go, man. So, man. So we talked about hot dogs, perfect barbecue plate.
Now you can keep those too.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really care for the hot dogs anymore, man. I outgrew it, man. But I'm gonna stick to the sports side, man, from Joey Chestnut, man, and I'm gonna hit on DC's favorite player, man, Kyrie Irving.
Here we go.
And hey, man, he going to the Lakers. And this ain't no breaking news or anything. I'm just making this prediction, bro. That's where he's gonna go. He's gonna end up playing with LeBron again. I'm interested to see how this works, and we'll go from there. KD is gonna end up going to Phoenix. These are my predictions. And we'll just see how the world turns after that, bro.
Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna play out, but Kyrie did just buy a house. Well, reportedly just bought a house for $3.6 million in the LA area. So you never know. I don't see how you get rid of that Westbrook contract, especially after the year he just had. So trading for Russell Westbrook is, I don't know who's gonna pull the trigger on that one. So
I think Brooklyn will, but they're gonna have to add more. It ain't gonna be a swap for swap. I need Westbrook, probably. What's my man Taylor or Tucker, possibly.
Bro, you're gonna have
need that 2027 pick too.
You're gonna have Westbrook playing with Ben Simmons though, like that. That just makes no sense financially or logically. That doesn't make sense to me.
Brooklyn's looking at it like this. We know that this season is going to be a fire sale, right, for Brooklyn. So they're going to end up tanking, getting into the first round. Westbrook's going to be off the books next summer anyway, so they got a lot of money to spend and go for what they know to re-up. You know what I mean? They still got Joe Harris. Patty Mills stayed. They still got Seth Curry. So,
yeah, Patty, I thought Patty Mills
resigned.
Opted out.
Yeah, he resigned. And so you got – that's what you go for. You're like, hey, this year, if we make the 8th seed or a play-in, we do. If we don't, we don't. And then because next year we're going to have a lot of money to spend, and we'll figure it out.
But who's going to be a big free agent next year?
That is a good question. I don't know. I don't know.
That's why I say I don't see.
But if they tank, they're going to go after that top pick, though. Because if they tank, they're going to go to that top pick because it's going to be somebody coming out, man. That's going to be worth grabbing. So we'll see.
And see, that's why I say that I don't see Kyrie going to LA. For the biggest reason is LA don't have the assets. You know what I'm saying? I don't like Kyrie, bro, but I have to admit that he is a valuable asset in the NBA if he's actually on the court. And Russ had a horrendous year. I don't see any team picking up Russ for anything. And with that being said, the only way I see Kyrie going to LA is if LA is willing to part ways with AD because they don't have no picks. They traded away all the good picks. I don't think they have a pick like 2027, something like that. I don't even think it's a first round. Mm-hmm. So they don't really have any picks to bargain with. They got a toxic contract in Russell Westbrook, and they got AD. The only thing I can see is they get rid of AD, but if they trade away AD, you got AD, Kyrie, and Russ. Yeesh, that don't sound like good. You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, bro, that's what's going to happen, man. You're going to see they're going to take Brooklyn going to take them, man, just to get the money off the books next summer, bro. Or they're going to have to do a 3-team trade. And Charlotte, Michael Jordan, bro, he'll take Russ just to get it off the book.
A possible three-team trade, maybe. I could see that. I personally think any team that would take Russ is just, I don't know, it's just not very smart because they got to pay that man. They still got to pay him $40-some-odd million.
Right, but once that stuff come off the books, you are good, man. It's not like he's like 4 years. He has a 4-year contract with that money. So that's the plus. You dump that money, and then next year I got more money to spend. And to Rod's question, now I got extra money. I can probably get 2 players. In free agency, man. Chris Middleton ain't going nowhere. But you got D'Angelo Russell. You can put some money on him. You got Miles Turner, Eric Bledsoe, Karis LeVert. You can spread that money out. You know what I mean?
Didn't they already play for Brooklyn though?
Yeah, D'Angelo. Well, you know why D'Angelo got traded though.
Karis LeVert, D'Angelo Russell. Yeah. You know what I mean? Both of them already played for Brooklyn,
But D'Lo, they had to trade him, man, when he got in trouble with that marijuana thing. So. But hey, man, you get to come back around, man, and make it back because he made the All-Star team, if I'm not mistaken, when he was playing for Brooklyn.
Yeah, but even even if the Kyrie trade were possible, I don't really like the idea of Kyrie in LA, just because we all know that Kyrie is clearly about Kyrie. He's not really about the team. Now, and now he's older. I don't know if LeBron is going to really be able to like kind of rein that in, because now we know in hindsight that LeBron was truly the leader in Cleveland, and he got the best out of Kyrie and pretty much got him to kind of, I don't want to say stay quiet, but he fell in line.
Tone it down.
Yeah, he kind of fell in line, under LeBron. But after going out and kind of being the man and whatnot, now granted, I think he's now realized that he's probably should not be the man, quote unquote, but he's still Kyrie who wants to do things on his own time and not the team time.
Away from LeBron, he's like that, bro. But if you listen to that interview he had on I Am Athlete,
I saw it.
There's a lot of affinity and respect that Kyrie
I saw it,
LeBron,
and I get that.
And I think that's where he wants to be around Big Bro again to get better as a leader, hopefully, to find himself more, because LeBron's gonna leave after the fact, but it's gonna be him and AD in LA, and that ain't bad tandem. That ain't bad at all. Bro.
Look, I'm gonna tell you the only reason he wants to go to LA. One, him and Bron had some unfinished business basically, but I don't think Bron's gonna put him in check or probably even try to. I don't think he had him in check in Cleveland. He probably just let Kyrie be Kyrie, but they had an ultimate goal, knowing what was at stake. You know what I mean? They actually had a chance to do something special, which again they still have that opportunity if he goes to LA and let's say AD is healthy and can be the AD that we all know he can be, right? That'd be a scary trio, to be honest with you. And there's not many teams that I think that will want to see that trio. But I think Kyrie for sure would want to play in LA and would do it with a different level of respect for his mentor, bro, Kobe. Like, he is the Kobe number one fan, and to be in Kobe's house, quote unquote, and try to not mimic him, but I guess continue the legacy of the Kobe Bryant, in the Lakers uniform, I think he would be a little bit more focused just for that aspect.
I agree. Because high regard for Kobe, man. High regard for him, man. And he'll probably do his damnedest to win the championship for him.
I mean, Kobe did push out Shaq. So I would say if Kyrie come, who's to say he don't just try to push out LeBron so he could be the man?
That sounds like something
Kyrie would do.
LeBron's going to leave anyway.
But we've seen Kyrie in a leadership position, bro. We've seen it. And it's pretty terrible.
This is Bron. What year? We're going to year 20. Is this 20?
Yeah. He's coming into 20.
Yeah, he's on his last leg, bro. Like, and I know I say it every year, and he's still going to be productive because he's LeBron.
He was damn near a scoring champ last season, bro.
But how long is he going to play? Like 20 years is a long time. Like, what are he going to try to get his Tom Brady, do 25 or something? Like,
I think he done at 22, bro.
Yeah, at some point. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. At some point, he's going to hang it up, and I think that some point is in the near future. Like, there's only so many miles that your body can take. You know what I mean? I know LeBron is a anomaly. You know what I mean, from health wise, but you can see over the last 3 years. Health-wise, he's definitely been getting an injury bug a lot more than, the old LeBron. He still plays a good amount of games. He's still impactful. But at some point, I get he pays all this money for his body. At some point, Father Time just catch up with you. You know what I mean? And
undefeated.
I would want to go out on top and, wave the white flag, so to speak, on top than, let my start looking trash. You know what I mean?
I agree. Only thing I would say is this. I would agree with you more if he didn't have an amazing year, for his age. I mean, I would say, just if we're being impartial, he had a good year last year.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm being biased.
Great year, bro.
Hold on. If I'm being biased, you know what I'm saying? I would say good because he didn't make the playoffs, bro. If your team don't make the playoffs, you didn't have a great year. I don't care what you did.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So he had a good year. But if we add up all the mileage and whatnot, I would say he had a great year. But, bro, the man, if he wanted to, we know he could have been the scoring champ. Like he sat out the last few games on purpose. And I think partially is because I think if he did win scoring champ, people would just call him a stat patter, and he didn't want to hear it. So I feel like he probably took himself out once he knew that the Lakers couldn't make the playoffs.
Yeah.
But considering that, bruh, like this man is not coming off the bench. He's a starter anywhere in the league. He's an all-star anywhere in the league. You're right, Rob. I mean, Father Time does catch up, but I don't know if Father Time is catching up to Bron yet. The only thing I'm really seeing is, yes, he is a little more injury prone than he has been in the past, which is more so normal because he normally never gets hurt. And then I've noticed he doesn't elevate the way he used to. Like even his like breakaway dunks, it's just not like, yes, it's going in the hoop, but it used to be, bro. He used to kiss the rim almost. You know what I'm saying? And now it's just like he could dunk it, but it ain't the way it used to be. So he is slowing down a little bit. He ain't jumping quite as high, but bruh, when you almost win the scoring champ at year 19, to me, you don't just fall off at year 20. Unless you have a catastrophic injury, God forbid. But I think he still got miles in the tank. And I feel like, well, two things. One, we know he wants to play with his son, so he's going to try to stay around long enough for that. And two, I feel that even though he probably won't say it, I think he probably wants that fifth chip. Like I really feel like that fifth ring is what's keeping him motivated. I think he really wants that number 5.
Oh yeah, and especially now that his quote unquote nemesis of the league has 4.
Exactly.
Steph, like he definitely wants that 5 now. He's chasing greatness, and that's the biggest knock on LeBron's career that everybody always throws out is like you don't have the championships in your finals record, right? Like even the bubble thing, there's so many people that put an asterisk. They'll say he has 3.5, or they probably don't even count the bubble. They'll say he has 3 and an asterisk. You know what I mean? So he wants to get 1 more, 2 more, however many he can get to solidify that. You know what I mean? Like I was able to do this. Like that's the ultimate. And I don't care what player you are. That is the ultimate high to say you won the championship X amount of times, right? Like especially when you're talking about greatest of all time, as some people may put him in. I think Magic has 5, Kobe has 5, Jordan has 6,
Kareem got 6,
Bill got 11. You know what I mean? Like when you start mentioning your name, and that's the biggest knock on you, is that you don't have the chips that they have. Like of course you're gonna think about it. Like I would think LeBron was crazy if he didn't think about it, to be honest with you. If you're quote unquote chasing or building a legacy and you want to win as many as you can get in your time that you have, because obviously it's hard to get there. But he's finding out it's even harder to win it, especially when in majority of them you've been the underdog. But
right. And on that note, you mentioned the bubble chip and how people put that asterisk, and I see that all the time, which to me makes no sense, because if anything, the bubble benefited the younger teams, because what was happening is you saw these young stars balling out because they didn't have to deal with a hostile crowd. Usually that's where like an experienced team like a Golden State, they ended up beating Boston in 6. They beat a young team. They beat a young Boston team that had never been there. They had never been under that type of scrutiny. They had never been on those bright lights and never dealt with those hostile fans on that level. And Golden State experience won. So like I say that to say this, a team like the Lakers, especially with LeBron, who has that pedigree, I would say he was at a disadvantage because he didn't have the crowd to kind of like look at the Heat, bro. Like Miami Heat, they went to the finals. They had a young squad that I believe if it wasn't for the bubble, they would have never gotten that far. But Tyler Hero was looking like an actual hero. And then the next season, he looked regular again. Go figure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts, man.
To Tyler Hero credit though, he did bounce back last season. He bounced back.
Yeah,
he did have a terrible season that next season, but he bounced back last year. So shout out to Tyler Hero.
Yeah, he got it, man. Hey, man, great wise coach by the name of Herm Edwards said, "You play to win the game." So I don't care if you're in a bubble or not, bro. You still gotta play.
Yeah.
Like you
For
still
sure.
have to play, man. And so they won, man. And that is what it is.
I mean, yeah, I count the bubble ring, like, but there are, I guess, basketball enthusiasts or purists. There are some people who don't count the lockout years. Like Miami won a lockout year, right? When
and the
Brian,
Spurs too.
So
yeah,
did
and
the
the Spurs,
Spurs.
yeah, Tim Duncan first one. That was the lockout year, '99. So,
Yep.
there are some people that put an asterisk next to that, where like you still got to win. Like ultimately, you still have to go through a playoff setting. I get you don't have the hostile crowds and those things, but you still have to play a team and beat them 4 out of 7. You know what I mean? Like, regardless, that's tough to do for anybody. Like, it's hard to beat somebody. Like, think of football, for example. Like, it's damn near impossible to beat the same team 3 times in a season. Like, you play them twice in the regular season and the playoffs. Like, you figure each other out. So, I count the bubble. Like, you still have to win. Like, everybody has the same advantage or disadvantage. So it evens up for me. You know what I mean? What Jay say? It evens up for me. So I count it. I think he has 4 legit championships. Should have had more. I get it. He was the underdog, but unfortunately, injuries on some of his teams, it happened. It's part of the game. And unfortunately, he got hit with it a few times. Like Golden State,
Kyrie and K-Love injury. That was that one that hurt. And
that
he won 2 of them.
You know what? And I don't want to change the subject, so we can come back to it. But I want to speak on something Draymond said about KD joining the Warriors. But I'll let y'all finish up on Bron, and we're gonna come back to that.
Well, one thing I'll say is I think he should have had 5 too. I think he should have more. I think they should have beat Dallas. He choked in that. Mm-hmm. And I feel like they lost to the Spurs during his last year in Miami.
Yep.
And I know a lot of people.
No, that Spurs team should have won. That
Spurs team was beast, bro.
Yeah, they should have won. And they should have won the season before that, where Ray Allen hit the 3 and they tied it up. Like that Spurs team was better both years, but they split it.
Yeah. And that's the
Dallas. It's the Dallas one. It's the Dallas one, man. It's the Dallas one, man. That hurts the most.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But Rod, man, you talking about Draymond.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Draymond, and I don't know if you heard, I think I sent it to T, but I don't know if you heard, DC, but the Warriors are interested in bringing KD back and trading up some pretty valuable assets. They've already lost a few bench players, but they were thinking of giving up Jordan Poole, Kuminga, James Wiseman, and Andrew Wiggins for KD, which is a lot. I wouldn't do it, but who knows? We'll see what happens. But Draymond said I think it was on JJ Redick podcast, they did like a live stream or something, and I saw clips of it. I didn't see the entire thing, but I watched this portion where KD or Draymond said they asked the question if the Warriors would have won against the Cavs moving forward without KD. And Draymond said, absolutely not. He said, without Kevin Durant coming, we would not have won another one. And the reason he put behind it is like the bottom line is people have figured out our offense. He's like, you see, we were down 3-1 against OKC the year prior, and it was because teams had truly figured us out. So like there was no us coming back. And he was like, the reason that KD made such a difference is because Steph was not the Steph that he is now. He said he had to learn how to become that Steph. Obviously, he had to get stronger because the Cavs used to beat him up, right? Like that was they bullied him, to be honest with you. And he still had he still had a really good run against them, but they beat him up. So he had to get stronger. He had to learn how to finish at the hole. He had to learn how to take those hits and fight through it. And playing with Kevin allowed him to do that. Said without playing with Kevin and allowing him the time to get to the player that he is now, there wouldn't be those multiple championships. And once Kevin left, Steph was forced to become that guy that everybody wanted him to be. So he was like, he attributes a lot of the success to KD, you know what I mean? And I thought that was pretty interesting take that basically admitted, like, look, we needed Kevin Durant to beat LeBron James and those Cavaliers, which a lot of people used to mumble, right? When KD said, "Oh, you need to go get KD to beat LeBron," that kind of solidified it to me.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I get it. I still put an asterisk by his chips though. I mean, just when you join a 73-9 team that you were up 3-1 against, like I don't know. And here's my thought. I feel like I understand what Draymond is saying, and I respect Draymond's basketball mind. And on that note, I think he's going to have a great career after basketball. A lot of charisma in that man, but in media and whatnot. But we'll never know, unfortunately, because when Bron and them lost the first time, Kyrie and Love went down. When Bron won the second time, Draymond went out, and I think maybe was it Bogut went down. Somebody went with Golden State went down. So like there was never like a real full force versus full force. And then by the time they met up the third time, KD was there, and it was a wrap. So I understand.
Draymond only missed one game, by the way. They only missed one game. He missed that game 5.
True. Only missed one game. And to me, he deserved to miss that game because he's been kicking people in the nuts all season long. But I mean, like people are like, oh, y'all affect the whole final. Bro, he's been doing it all season long, y'all. Like at some point, and he knew that if he got caught again, he was gonna get kicked out. Like that's on him.
Yep.
But we never got a chance to see full strength Warriors versus full strength Cavs. So I understand what Draymond is saying, but even Draymond can't predict the future. And I would have liked to have seen a true matchup with no excuses from either side and see what happens in a 7-game series. And we never really got a chance to see that.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing I would say to that, man. But, it's still bunk KD. That was still a weak move.
Hey, man, if you can't beat them, join them.
Yeah, I mean.
That's the old adage. So, hey, man, it is what it is. But I understand why people put asterisks by that, man. But he did show up, though. Because there were times where Golden State was pretty much...
See,
everybody else was handcuffed, but they couldn't stop that man.
Well, yeah, because you have to pick your poison. Like, okay, do you double up Steph? Do you keep an eye on Clay, or do you double up KD? Like, it's the cheat code, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nobody they got so many weapons. There's nobody you can really focus on. So you pretty much have to kind of go mano a mano, except for they did double up on Steph. That's another thing. They doubled up they blitzed Steph a lot, even with KD, which left KD open a lot. So I don't know, bro. Like, I personally would have liked to seen it. I don't know who would have won, but I don't think that the Cavs would have mopped Golden State. Like, I think it would have been a 7-game series no matter what. It just which way is it gonna go? Who knows?
Yeah.
That's fair, man. That's fair, bro. We'll see, man. We'll see. Yeah, like I said, I'm totally against that because I think you give up too many people for one player. That's your bench damn near gone. So you can have these great players, but now who's on your bench? Because the guys that were on the bench that played well, they all left. They all signed contracts with other organizations. So what do you do? Hey, bro. Hey, man, let's all get in shape, man. We can go to Golden State.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy is
we'll see what happens.
When the Cavs lost, that was a big thing. It's like, yeah, their starting 5 is good, but their bench is trash. And when the Golden State bench came out, they just kept right on rolling. There was like hardly any drop off in production. You know what I'm saying? That bench they had like an 8-man rotation. It was deadly, bro. Deadly.
So that's you giving away too many pieces, bro. Where that's going to affect you on the back end, man. Again, knocking on wood, God forbid, right? Anybody get hurt. Now who you got? You know what I mean? That's nah. It's funny that, of course, people are going to talk about it, the media going to talk about it, but I don't. And it is the best package, though, Brooklyn can take, but it's the worst deal that Golden State would ever make.
Yeah. I don't think they need it. I mean, especially the way they won last season, and I don't know.
And the year before.
Yeah, in the year before, but
I mean, they didn't win, but like look who they drafted, look who they built up in their farm
because I
system,
think they had
bro.
injuries and stuff, didn't
Yeah,
they?
they built up the right people in the farm system, though. They built that core, bro, and that's how Golden State always been good, though. If you think about it, like they didn't really bring nobody from like a trade or the draft. You know what I'm saying? I think the only person was Andrew Wiggins. But if you look at the history of it, everybody came up in the rankings, man, through that system. So, and then now you're gonna trade all of that away for one person. You got to start from scratch to try to build everybody up, and that took like a year, 2 years, maybe 2.5 years to get these guys confident to be who they are now. So,
Wait, I don't understand why. Like they just won, and I don't see any other teams that's coming close right now. Like a lot of, we still got a lot of off season left, but that Boston series wasn't as close as we thought. I said Boston in 6. I was wrong, and I don't see anybody. Like I can't think of anybody that was going to give them a run for their money outside of maybe Milwaukee. You know what I'm saying? I do feel Milwaukee could give them a run for their money, but even then, I could see them beating Milwaukee because just like Rod said, that was a different stuff. There's a new stuff, bro. This is a Finals MVP stuff. He got a different swagger, a different level of experience. He's still in his prime. They all still in the and you got this young core, Jordan Poole, Wiggins, and whatnot. So I don't know. I think that Golden State might be a problem for Milwaukee too at this point. So it's like, why do you need KD at this point? Like you're a champion already. I don't know why you want to shake the boat like that. I don't know. Maybe that's me.
I'm with you on it, bro. I agree. 100%. 100%, bro. You good, bro?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
So it's gonna be the Lakers because Kyrie gonna be there, bro. Watch.
I don't see it, bro. I don't see. And honestly, I don't even. I don't know, man. I hope he does not go to LA. I am like so. That makes me nervous. That just makes me nervous.
I'm telling you, LeBron probably gonna average like 25 and 5, and then Kyrie gonna pick it up from there. He'll take care of it.
So is AD gonna be in the team or no?
Yeah, it would be a trio. It's gonna be the big 3.
See, I don't understand how Kyrie can get to LA without giving up AD. Like,
not, man.
Because the man's a star, bro. Like, I mean, like, I don't like him, but he is a star.
Money, bro. It's about money, bro. It's about books. You know what I'm saying? If I'm the bookkeeper and I'm gonna have like a huge lump sum of money coming in next year, I'm doing it because I can build. I can build through the draft and I can build through free agency next summer if I'm Brooklyn. So I'm good. But I am gonna ask for that first round pick because that's the only one they got. It's in 2027 with LA, but I gotta get that out. I gotta get that about you as well. And I know we're not gonna have a great season, so I'm gonna have some good picks and some assets there. Yeah, I'm good, man. Like I am good. I got assets.
But you don't have good picks until 5 years from now, and then you
know that's the Lakers one. But I'm saying like Brooklyn does already have picks and assets.
I got you.
So I'm good, bro. Let me just build, man. Let me just build my young core, man. And I'm gonna be saving money as the years go because I'm, rookies and young dudes. They ain't gonna cost that much at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And we know the media gonna go up, right? With the media and all that, the salary cap won't go up anyway. That's why I make the deal. I'm playing the long game because you're right. Westbrook and Ben Simmons, that is oil and water. But I'm thinking about 2023.
So you basically just gonna throw away the whole next season.
Yeah.
You got Kyrie
and all sports.
You got KD. You got Ben Simmons, and you just gonna throw the season away.
Yeah, I'm trading Kyrie because you don't want to be there.
Get fired as a GM, bro.
Why, bro?
Like, that don't make no sense, bro. You got Kyrie,
what do you want me to
KD,
do?
Ben Simmons.
You can't make players play that don't want to be there, right? So what I'm gonna do, like John Wall, just have him sit on hey, go home, bro, and cash checks. Literally, that's what he did.
Once upon a time, bro, Kobe asked for a trade publicly. We know what happened. You know what I'm saying? They doubled down. They got him some talent, and the rest is history. So to say that, you can't make players play, I mean, bro, they're under contract. Nobody can just leave. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's under contract. So
they did it right. They requested for a trade, bro. They requested not to be there, bro. And people
Kobe requested not to be there.
Yeah.
And we know what happened. So just because a player requests something doesn't mean that that's what you have to do.
Different
You know what I'm
times,
saying?
bro. Different times, bro. The players control the league and the narrative now, man. It's different times.
Kobe well, hold up, but Kobe controlled the narrative, bro. Kobe was always Kobe.
No.
It wasn't like Kobe just had to keep his head down and be a good little boy.
No,
it ain't never been like that.
But
Kobe's always been that dude. He had a no trade clause, bro.
For sure. But you got guys now, bro. I can be on social media. I can stomp my feet. I can pout. It's a different era, bro. It is a different era, bro. And that's why I'm telling you.
Trade value. But what does that? It's a different era. But what does that do to your trade value?
If Kevin Durant wanted to holler, scream, fight, and do all these other things, bro, it ain't gonna change his trade value at all, bro.
I don't know, bro.
Man, you're a GM and you can get Kevin Durant. It
did for Kyrie.
But that's what I'm saying.
The thing is that also I don't see KD doing that because that's not his style. But exactly. to me that's what improves his trade value is that. You might not necessarily get a whole bunch of off the court drama with KD. His biggest thing is burner accounts. I live with that if I'm a GM. I mean, burner accounts as you want. But Kyrie, I don't know, bro. That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, man. You got Ben Simmons. Now, mind you, maybe they know something about Ben that we don't know because this man ain't suited up and who knows how long. Actually, a full season. We do know how long. But my thought is, you understand KD's a little frustrated, which honestly, I don't understand why he's frustrated. We should talk about that. Why is KD upset? Why does he want to leave the Nets?
Because no one listened to him, bro.
How exactly weren't they listening to him? Could you? Because I'm confused what they didn't listen to.
So I take that back. So they weren't listening to him, but they were, and this is why Brooklyn. And we talk about money. Let's talk finances, people. Right? You got all this money. Kevin Durant says, yo, make sure you sign my homeboy DeAndre Jordan, right? DeAndre Jordan. It's too much money. They gave that man way too much, right? So that hurt the salary cap already. He wanted to play with Kyrie. Cool. They got Kyrie. Bet. Great.
So far, he asked for two things and they gave it to him. Okay.
He wanted to play with James Harden. Great.
Gave it to him. Okay.
Right. But did that work? It wasn't working. So now you got to get James Harden out of there.
But okay.
I'm speaking from a GM. I'm speaking from a GM. I'm behind the 8 ball and all this money. Now I got to trade this person away, and they're gonna want. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I got some picks for him. Thank God. But we were in the luxury. Like we went over the luxury. We're over the luxury tax. I'm talking about for sports fans who not true sports fans. I'm paying high taxes now in something I don't have. Because of this James Harden thing. I'm paying high taxes in something I don't have. Remember DeAndre Jordan. Because mostly all NBA contracts are guaranteed. So now I'm like, I'm bending backwards. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, but none of that explains why KD would be upset with the Nets. Everything you're saying, they basically gave him everything he asked for.
And it didn't work, bro. So he don't want to be there no more.
Bro,
yeah, I agree with you, DC.
I'm with you, bro. It didn't work.
So you realize that don't make any sense, though, right? Yeah. Like, bro, you're a player, and you say, "I want this, that, and the third," and the Nets say, "Yep, we're gonna do this, that, and the third, no matter what, KD. Whatever you say, we're gonna do." And then you do it, it don't work, and now KD's like, I made all these suggestions, you did it, and didn't work. I'm out of here.
Yep, what? Because everybody else out, Harden out. You already know Kyrie's like, "Yo, I'm gonna opt in so I can get the 30+ million, but I want to be out." And he like, "Oh, everybody leaving? Oh nah, bro, I'm out too." That's what that came down to.
Bro, that's weak, bro. Like, I mean,
you call it, and I respect that. You can call it what you want, but that's just.
But what do you think? You don't think that's weak? You don't think it's weak to have as a player to go to the front office and make all these suggestions?
Yeah, bro.
Front office follows what you say. It doesn't work, and then you say, "I'm out."
Bro. It imploded, bro. This
ain't the first. But you don't think that's a weak move though, because that's
bro. But
because I don't believe, like, I don't know. Maybe that's what his intentions are. I kind of see it a little bit different.
Yes, it's a weak move, but
I see it different. As in, what I'm saying is, I don't believe that KD wants out because the Nets caved into his demands. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I believe. I just believe he don't
because
like working.
It didn't work, bro.
I believe he just don't like to work. Period. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what I believe it is. He don't want to work because my thought is nobody blames him for leaving OKC. The blame is choosing the best regular season team ever, who, oh, by the way, you could have beat yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. But then as far as this whole Nets thing, to bring it back to our original point of just because he wants to trade don't mean you got to trade him. My thing is get rid of Kyrie, bring in whatever such and such tools that you need, that you think as a GM you need to be a successful team. Get Ben Simmons on the court, get him a shrink or something to get out of his own head, and boom, put the team out there. Because the thought is, if KD's winning, he's going to be happy. That's any player. You know what I'm saying? So my thought is, just because KD asked for a trade doesn't mean you got to trade him. Trade Kyrie. Clearly, he's toxic. The man played half the games because he didn't want to get a shot, that he wouldn't tell anybody why he wanted to get the shot other than it was decision. He took time off. Didn't tell anybody because he needed some mental health or something, all while partying with his daughter, his sister or something, who had COVID, all while claiming the earth is flat, all while claiming we should cancel the season because of police brutality. Bruh, like, it's Kyrie, you know what I'm saying? And so my thought is, if you trade away Kyrie, let's say you find a way to get him to LA, I say if you get him to LA, you got to bring AD, you got to get AD. My thought is you got KD, AD, Ben Simmons, and whatever other pieces, bro, that's a championship contender. If AD can stay healthy, that's a big if. You know what I'm saying? But that's the contender to me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would make sense versus getting rid of KD, getting rid of Kyrie, keeping Ben Simmons and keeping Russell Westbrook, and say, we'll just wait and see what happens next 2 seasons from now and hope for the best.
Yep.
What?
And
that makes no sense, dog. Right. You realize that, though, right? That makes no sense.
I understand that, bro, but that's him being him, bro. And you got to understand, Kyrie wants out, right? We know general manager. Let's say management. Not a big fan of Kyrie, so they're gonna let him go. They're gonna trade him anyway. But that's KD. That's KD's homeboy. So like, if management, and this, I'm not saying that's the right decision, but he's like, management ain't rocking with my guy, I'm out too.
Nah, bro, because KD co-signed on them putting Kyrie on the bench when it was like, you play some games and some games you play and some games you don't play. And when it got to be too much, the Nets said thanks but no thanks. KD signed off on it.
That's cool, but it's still his man's, bro.
So, okay, so what you're saying is you believe that KD is so blindly loyal that he will have a teammate who barely plays basketball, who shows up to work when he wants to, and he's like, but that's my man's. Come on, bro. There's a lot of things I believe about KD, but I don't believe that this man is that soft and loyal to a fault that he gonna have a teammate who plays when they want and just that's my man. It's okay. Come on, bro.
Yes, I guarantee you, it's part of it, bro.
But I'm saying,
I'm not saying all of it.
What I'm saying is he puts Kyrie's antics on the Nets instead of putting Kyrie's antics on Kyrie's. What you believe?
I think he put Kyrie's on there, but the simple fact that they didn't want to give him that long-term deal, because that's how they started. You know, Kyrie was like, "Yo, I want that 5-year boy," and they was like, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that, bro. We ain't gonna be committed because they said, "Hey, in turn, you wasn't committed to us. Well, we're not gonna be committed to you." But unfortunately, KD want to see his guy get that bag.
Yeah,
not.
Unfortunately, I guess we won't know until years later, because I don't know, bro. Even I think that KD understands why the Nets wouldn't want to give Kyrie a long-term deal. I mean, that's just logical, bro. That's logic. That's just purely logical. And he doesn't seem like a fool.
No, it would be foolish to give Kyrie a long term. He still want to see his guy get a bag, bro. That's just it.
He to the point that he's just gonna. If you don't get my guy the long term bag, I'm leaving the organization, no matter what he did.
Bro, I don't believe it, bro. Like you just said, this could be.
There's no way, dog. There's no freaking way.
You just said it yourself. This could be a threat.
No, I don't, man.
What happens.
I think more of KD to believe that, because that's like childishly petty on a whole nother level, bro. Mm-hmm. If you believe that that's what he's really doing, like, that is beyond childishly petty, bro. That's like some bitter ex, like, just doing something to herself.
You act like he ain't done nothing bitter or petty before, though,
bro. Nothing that costs tens of millions of dollars. We talking about burner accounts, bro.
Right.
That's nothing compared to having a teammate who plays half the season for no reason. Bro, and even if you take out the whole vaccination thing, bro, this man left for how long was it? A few weeks, and didn't tell anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, dog. What, but no, T.
Yeah,
We
you
on
ain't
the
answering
podcast.
emails or phone calls.
Hold up. We on the podcast, right?
Yep.
You know, we homies, right? We was homies before the podcast, right?
Right.
So imagine if we supposed to pod and I just stopped showing up, bro. Oh, but that's and then Rod says, "Hey, bro, T, man, I know that's your man, but man, we supposed to be podding, and this man don't pick up the phone. He don't text back. He just says he'll get to us when he get to us. Podding ain't that important to him, bro. We got to make a move." So when you then you T, because you're KD in this point, and I'm Kyrie.
I'm leaving.
Then you say, well, Rod, I get it, but that's my man's. So if you want DC out, then I'm out. That's what you would do.
I would not do that, bro.
But you co-signing KD doing it.
I'm not co-signing. I'm just telling you the thought process of that man and what he's doing. Again, this is just stuff that's conversational in the media that's out there that's saying he's feeling that way. Whoever sources are, because we ain't that, but that's just what sources are saying, bro. And so I'm only going off that. Now, like you said, we'll find out in the future, man, down the road. Maybe it's a 30 for 30 and it'll be called all net. But I don't know. Like, I don't know, but that's
wild, man. That don't make no sense.
Yeah, that makes zero sense, bro. And like,
but this is not
all the things I feel about KD.
Disclaimer: it ain't coming from me. I'm just telling you.
Yeah, but what I'm asking is, if you believe that to be the truth, and you're saying you believe that could be,
I think it's half of the truth, bro.
You think it is plausible, and I think it's not even plausible.
Yeah, I don't think that's.
Oh, yeah.
I can't
even. Plausible, bro. To be petty,
my brain can't even wrap around that thought process. Like, that doesn't make any type of sense.
None. Because here's the thing: even him going to Golden State, even though I think it was soft and weak, it made sense. Like, I hated the decision, but the decision made sense, even if I didn't like it. Okay. But him leaving the Nets over how the last season went, like, that doesn't make any sense to me, bro. Like, that makes zero sense when you got COVID. It's unfortunate, but it's a team sport. The team does it all together. It's all for the team, except for one person. The one person is clearly not all about the team, and he said it. He said it out loud. And you gonna blame the organization for that? Come on, bro. I just don't believe KD would do that. I mean, maybe he is just that level of childish pettiness, but I'm gonna give that man more credit than that.
Hey.
Anyway, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Next week's episode as the world turns. I don't know.
Hey, yo.
I don't know.
Yeah. Hey, yo, but I know we about to wrap this up, but on next week, we're gonna definitely touch on some music, because I know, DC, I know you got through that Chris Brown, and I know, T, you halfway through it. So we're gonna touch on some things R&B. I got some questions for y'all.
All right, man. We're gonna keep it smooth.
For sure.
I'm with it, man, because I am listening to the Chris Brown. I'm almost done. I am enjoying what I've heard so far. So we'll definitely talk about that. Ooh, and I want to pose a question too, man. So yeah, we'll keep it there though, because I want to talk R&B, because Chris Brown has been a topic of discussion, man, as of late. So I want to pose a question to y'all next week, man, and the listeners, man, and we can argue, or not argue, have that healthy dialogue. And because I do want to pose that question. Rod, you and I talked about it in the past, but I'm gonna keep it to myself right now. Mm-hmm. So, Rod, what's that words of wisdom, man? Gotta get us through the week, bro.
So, perseverance is the hard work you do after you get tired of doing the hard work you already did.
Man, run that back. Mike Jones that, bro.
Mike Jones. So perseverance is the hard work you do after you get tired of doing the hard work you already did.
Bars. I just want you to run it back so people can soak that in, man, including myself. So, with all that being said, man, Kyrie going to the Lakers, bro. KD Petty. Kill the music!